And he's asking a question that how is cognitive bias affects decision making if it is more evident that bounded awareness in a certain institution? What process should be acted on? So he's talking about cognitive bias and how it affects the decision making.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned in my presentation, we have to acknowledge, not get rid of bias, but acknowledge bias, especially cognitive bias, so as to make it part of the decision-making process, making sure that you're able to control that cognitive bias, okay? So that you know that this is a bias, but to what extent that bias can be of help or use in the taking of a decision, despite its nature as a bias, okay? So sometimes the way we take decisions are an expression of a cultural understanding. For example, when a CEO is confronted with a decision as to the need to reduce costs, there are different avenues that lead to the same results, a reduction of costs. One could be a reduction of personnel. Another could be a greater investment, etc., etc. Now, why is it that some firms opt for one particular solution as opposed to another? It is because their culture leads them to think in a pragmatic, functional, profit maximizing way, understood in a narrow sense? Or do they take decisions, say, well, yes, we will keep the labor force intact because, you know, it is not only workers that we're talking about families. So therefore, there are the cultural approach to the importance of families or the human aspect is such as to redefine the nature of what a cost is and perceive the concept of profit in a new light.